Go over the point of what I'm realizing success is at the age of 16. Now, this could change. It could, over the next 10, 20 years or 5 years, it really could change. But the way I'm seeing it now, before we get into that, I think it was important to mention what success is, because success looks so different to many different people. And that's the most important point to start with, I think, because when I'm talking about getting towards your version of success, it's going to be hypothetical. It's not going to be a real thing that I talk about here, because it does look so different to many different people. For someone, it could be buying a house, living comfortably. For someone, it could be having their dream holiday. For someone, it could be having their dream body, their dream fitness level. So it honestly really does vary from person to person. And that's the point I wanted to mention first, just so we get that out of the way. So I've realised that it's more about the person that you're becoming. Now, I'll give you a practical example. Last year, I was thinking about doing cold calling, and I wanted to start gaining the attention of businesses, trying to work with them. And so what I did was, one morning at 8:05 or 8:10 in the car on the way to go to school, before we left off, I thought, you know what, I'll make my first cold call here and now. And so that's exactly what I did. I made my very first cold call, and it probably lasted about 10 seconds or 20 seconds or something like that, because the person I was calling just put the phone down, and then he said no. And so that just made me think, it's not that great. That's not the ideal first cold call to have. But it's the thing of, I knew it was important. I knew it was something I needed to do to get over the fear of cold calling, or to get over this thing that many people have. And it's just something that I didn't even question it. I wasn't hesitant. I wasn't thinking, oh, shouldn't I? Because I know it's just something so important and something that you have to do. So if you're worried about taking your first sales call or doing your first cold calls or whatever it is, you have to go through it. You have to just do the things that you know are going to get you further towards where you want to get to. And that's what it's all about, becoming the right person. And there are many different ways to become the right person, or do the thing you're looking to do, depending on where you're looking to get to, depending on where you are now. And those are all things that matter and factor into where you're trying to get to, where you're trying to be. It could be, I'd recommend, if you're looking to just improve yourself as much as possible, just start doing the things that people talk about all the time, because they do genuinely make a difference. Start reading, start eating as clean as you can, start exercising more if you're looking to get fitter or have a healthier body. And so these are all things that, if you do them, you will see a really quick change. And trust me when I say that, and I'm not talking about a week or a month, I mean probably 3 months. If you did exercise every single day, you'd be very surprised at where your fitness levels can get to and would get to with that kind of consistency and effort every single day. And so it's all about become the person who can, and you will. And that's a quote that I just thought of 20 minutes ago, and it's so true, because if you're already the person that could achieve that better body, or that could buy that house or buy that car, or whatever it is you want to do, whatever your version of success is, it could be anything. But if you're already the person that could do that, then you would have done that. And so you're not that person yet, so you need to get better. You need to improve in some way, some shape, or some form. So don't underestimate the power of that, because people see success and they see the cars and they think, oh, he just made more sales. Well, if the only thing to getting further towards where you want to get to was making more sales, you would have already made more sales. And so think about all the external factors. There's so many things, and there's so many factors that come into the way you run a business, the way you are, that affects the running of the business. And you just have to think about, what area of your life is it that I need to improve to achieve XYZ factor in my business, or XYZ more sales. Don't underestimate the power of that. Become the person that can, and you will. If you get better, if you become the person that can do all these things that you want to do, or places you want to go, thing you want to get to, if you become that person, then you will get there. So how do you do that exactly? That's the whole journey, that's the whole thing I'm documenting on here, showing people that I'm disciplined, passionate, super dedicated towards getting where I want to get to. And you should be the same if it's something you can really see yourself doing in the future, you know, something that's important to you, your family, or whatever it is you're trying to achieve and go after in the future. So do not underestimate the power of doing these things. And this isn't some motivational thing where I'm like, you know, get up, do more, and all these things. It's just the fact of, if you could have already done all of these things, they would have already been done. And so they're not done, so there's a reason for that. Why is that? Well, that's because you need to become the person that can do these things, right? Whether it is being healthier, whether it is improving the financial status of your business that you're trying to run at the moment, whether it is getting promoted in the job you're in, it could honestly be anything. But if you're after something, if there's something you really want to do for a specific reason, you have a why, you have a family member, a friend that you want to do this for, and you're still thinking, why can't I do it? Focus on the why, on the reason, whatever it is you're trying to get to. Is there a reason specifically that links to where you're trying to get to? Is it because your employee morale is low? Is it because you just don't work hard enough? Is it any of these things? And if it is, you notice a significant improvement in yourself, in the way that you carry yourself and just the way you are, by doing the hard things, because you've done the hard things, you know what it feels like, and you know you just want to get better and improve in the future. And I don't see that as a bad thing. So just do the hard work, just do the cold calls, just do the things maybe you're scared to do, or you don't really want to, or the things you don't really want to do. Whether it's filming your first YouTube video and you're worried about what the people along this path might think. Do the hard work, do the main things, become the person who can, and you will. And that is a quote that I thought about just 25 minutes ago. But that is the core concept of this whole video. Become the person who can, and you will. And that is where I'm probably going to say 80% of people just think wrong, because if there's something that you could have done, you would have already done it, but you haven't done it, and there's a reason for that. Is it because you are just putting it off and you can't be bothered, or it scares you too much? Is it because there is a genuine bottleneck in your business that you need to sort out before moving forward with trying to push for more sales, etc., etc.? So it does really work in practical terms. Look at the things that are stopping you from trying to get towards where you want to get to. Look at the things that are preventing you from that success you're looking to achieve in the future. Build your life around improving on those things. Become the better person. Become the person who can, and you will do it. And that's the principle I'm working off. That's where I'm trying to get to, trying to document the whole journey on here. Show that I was super caring about client satisfaction rates, super caring about the results we got them, about how we got them, and the correct way to treat clients, because I'm always talking about client satisfaction being the most important thing, and that you should treat clients with the most respect, because you're in business because of your clients. So why not treat them with the most respect? Why not show them that you actually care about what it is that you do? Because I think there's too many businesses, too many ventures, things going on with people just not caring about what it is that they do. But if you're a serious person that wants to, achieve all these success versions of success, whatever it is you're looking to go for, make sure you care. Make sure you actually care. And that way, if you care enough, you will build your life around improving on those things, around getting better, around starting your business, around growing your Instagram account, around the things you know you need to do to try and get towards that place you call success. And once again, it can be so different for many different people, but whatever it is for you, make sure you strive for it, you go for it, and you don't stop until you get further towards where you want to get to. If it's a case of you can't be bothered or it scares you, after this video I want you to close all of your tabs and do the task. If you're scared of cold calls, I want you to close all of your tabs and do your very first cold call. That is the best way to get started with anything. Just start taking the action, doing the things you're scared of, or the things you've been putting off, the things you're not really that excited to do, or you just don't want to do full stop, but just do them, just get over them. And that is the best way to make progress in yourself, and you'll become a better person because of it, because you are becoming the person who can. And if you become the person you can, then you will. And that is the main point, that's the main quote that sums this whole video up. So with all that being said, I think that is where I'm at in terms of what I'm realizing about success at a young age. It's not about all these things that you see, it's about the person you become that allows you to unlock these new levels to business, or these new sales, or that new fitness level, or the new body shape you want. It really can be anything and everything, and it can be applied to every walk of life, every area, everything you're looking to improve, get better at. And don't forget that, it's really important. Become the person who can, and you will. With all that being said, I will leave it there. So thank you very much for watching. Remember to take it one step at a time, and I will catch you in the next one.